everyone, welcome back to Project LawnOps. I skipped last week, I didn't get a mow in, so we got to clean up the lawn this week. Once we are done cleaning everything up, I am going to be setting up my sprinkler system back up, so that way the Bermuda in the back can start getting water, and then we got to make sure we water the centipede as well, make sure that it starts to grow nice and green. So we'll put some stripes down, we'll get some sprinkler system set up, and then we'll test it out, make sure everything is working properly, so we can be fully ready for this growing season. Let's go. All right, everyone. So we got everything cleaned up. The yard is looking good. It's definitely needing some water. The sprinkler system that I set up, I did by myself. So it's essentially I got pipe. I'm going to connect it to a rain point, which just helps set times so I can water at whatever time I need it to go, and I can also pause it when there's heavy rain, so that way I'm not wasting my water. So great little tool. I have 3 lines going out. I have one on the left side of the yard, one on the right side of the yard, and then one in the middle of the yard to try and get as much coverage in the Bermuda in the backyard. Unfortunately, it took a lot of work, so I only have it set up in the backyard, and I don't have it in the front. So the front I'm still running hose with a sprinkler to make sure that the front and everything else gets covered. So with this one, just replace the batteries on all 3 of them. I should probably, especially the other side, on this side I only have the one line going through, so it's a little bit easier, but I should probably mark them so I know which one goes to the middle and which one goes to the right side. But this one should be fairly easy. I already had, as you can see, tape already on it, so I'm gonna try to thread it using the same old tape that we had, and hopefully there's no leaks. But if there's leaks, I have some extra tape back here somewhere. We'll just wrap it up, get it started, and then we'll go in the back. We'll try it out, make sure that everything's working properly, and the rest is history from there.
The clock is an unforgiving warning who watches as I'm off.
Okay, so I got it all screwed in. So the first thing we gotta try it and test out is just to see if we're gonna have any leaks up front. Everything else should be good afterwards. So we'll check this one up front here first, turn on the water, make sure that there's no leaks, and then later on once I get all of them set up, we'll go in the back and we'll get them turned on to ensure that they're working properly and there's no issues with the actual sprinklers in the backyard. All right, and it looks like we are going to be good. No leaks in this one, so one success so far. We got 2 to go. Hopefully all 3 of them go the other 2 go as easy as this one went, and we'll be done in no time. So let's get on. This one's the one that's going to be slightly trickier because, again, I should have probably labeled these so I know which hose goes to the middle sprinkler and which one goes to the right sprinkler. But I know for a fact that this controller turns on the middle sprinkler, so I'm going to start off with this one first and see which hose goes to which one. So I'll attach this one, turn it on. If it opens up the right side instead of the middle, then I know it's the wrong hose, and we'll just redo it. And at some point in time, I'll have to remember to come back out here and mark it, so that way next year when I take it apart and I'm trying to put it back on, it is a lot easier to go through this instead of having to try to remember which one's which. So now we're going to hope that the thread tape also sticks and we don't have to redo it to make things easier for us. Okay, so let's pray for no leaks. And it looks like we got no leaks, so we're looking good. Let's turn this guy on and see which sprinkler turns on. Right side or the middle? Did we get it right the first time? Or do we have to come back and redo it? Let's go check it out. All right, so it does come with an app where I would normally go on, turn it off. But since we're testing it out, I do have this button that we're gonna press. It will go, and now we get to see which sprinkler turns on. The right side or the middle? Oh, so we got the right side. Wrong hose, so we have to go and adjust that, so that way the middle one is the one that turns on for us. So we'll get that knocked out real quick and then we'll make sure everything's looking good.
Is it deep enough to risk it? Am I too broken to fix it? Sinking deeper in the bog, but I see it clearer in the fog.
So we got the right side going. And this will essentially go from that portion of the fence. It's kind of hard to tell, but it will cover this whole right side of the yard here and hit this side of the fence here. Looks like it's working properly, has no issues. So we're looking good. Let's get on to the middle one and make sure that one is working properly. All right, middle one is going, and this one, so the right and the left I have going in a half moon shape, and this one I have going all the way around in a circle, so it covers everything in the middle. It overlaps what the right side does and what the left side does, so that way I get as much coverage as possible. It looks like it's working properly, it's no issue. The only thing that it doesn't cover, the way I did it and just trying to space it out, because digging in this hard clay is horrible, is it doesn't always reach like the corners on either side. So that's annoying sometimes, but what I do end up doing, because we have a garden that's starting to get going and bloom now, when we come out and water all those, I'll normally bring the hose out and then I will water the corners. So it doesn't take too long because everything else is already taken care of. So that's definitely a huge help. But it is working properly. And this should help get water down into the Bermuda. And like I said, the front, the centipede, is just me going out there with a sprinkler and a hose and moving it around to make sure everything gets watered in. Watering 1 inch per week So this definitely helps. I'll show you the app here in a second, in case you were thinking about getting a sprinkler system or doing it yourself sprinkler system. You can see what the app looks like, how it works. It's awesome. So let us check out the left side to make sure that one's working properly as well. Okay, and the left side is going now. And again, this one will go from the fence, have that half moon arc all the way back this way to hit this fence. So we got pretty good coverage, and like I said, that corner over there, it won't get as much water, but we will come out and use the hose, make sure that all of that gets water as well. We're not going to let these run today. We'll get in the app and set a schedule for them. Probably just follow the same schedule I already had, and then just get them started. But looks like everything is working fine. So I'll show you guys the app real quick, in case you guys are interested in that as well. So here we have it. Here's the app. I just got in it. This is my home screen. So the intelligent gateway, this is essentially the hub. So you can add devices to the hub. And if I remember correctly, you can only add a certain amount of devices to each hub. So keep that in mind if you're looking to use this product. I can link it in the description as well. I've enjoyed it so far. The app sometimes gets a little finicky, but nothing I can't work through. It is Bluetooth, so you can be anywhere. Jump on the app, turn them on, turn them off. So I have them all named, middle, left, right, just to keep it simple. And this one here, I have it set for 10 minutes right now. This is just you can adjust the time. This is, for me, 10 minutes is just a quick turn on and let it go for 10 minutes. You can change that time though to whatever you want it to do, but it's as easy as just clicking that, how long you want them to run, save it, and then you can hit the play button and everything will work properly. Up top, it gives you the weather for your area. So when you do set it up, it asks you for your address, your zip code every 7 days. And it gives right below that, if you see that little drop of water, that means that this specific sprinkler system, or that sprinkler, so the left sprinkler, the right sprinkler, whichever one you're looking at, was turned on that day and did put water in your grass. So if you're wondering, oh, did my sprinklers go off, yes or no, this will tell you whether it did or not. You can get rid of that. Tell your last run time down here, your next run time based off everything you set up. If you click on the next one over, you can put a weather delay down here at the bottom, 24, 48, or 72 hours. If you have weather or any kind of rain coming in, that is the second button over here from play. The next one, the one that looks like a clock, this is where you set your schedule. So last time I had it Mondays and Thursday, running for 40 minutes each. So my right maker is in low battery state, so I have to replace the batteries on the right side. That's good. It gives you prompts like that so you know when they're going to run out of batteries and you can add batteries. Apparently the batteries that I put in it earlier were bad, so there goes that. I got to get new batteries put into that one. But going back to this, you can set your own schedule, different schedules. You can have multiple schedules. You can do cycle and soak. So you just put start time, end time. Click on the days that you want to have it water. And then down here you put your cycle duration. You want, each time it turns on, you want it to go for 10 minutes. And you know, the soak, how long you want it to soak, right? So it is customizable. Let's go back in here. You can add another, again, normal schedule. Like pick the time, whatever time you want. How long you want it to last. You confirm it, and then you pick all the days that you want it to water. You save it, and that's what ends up over here. So right now I have it turned off. I click that, it turns on. Oops, sorry. It turns on, so that means that this one will start at 4:30 in the morning every Monday and Thursday, and will run for 40 minutes. So Monday morning at 4:30, it will start and water for 40 minutes. and then it will shut off. And then Thursday it'll do the same thing. And then this last button here is your irrigation history. It just tells you when you turned it on. So as you can see, just looking at today, earlier I turned it on for 12 seconds. We just wanted to make sure that there was no leaks. And then we turned it on a little bit longer just to make sure the sprinkler system and everything was working properly. So you can go back and look at your irrigation history as well, which is pretty awesome. And that is pretty much it. You can rename up here. You click that pen. You can rename your little controller. You can share the device. So it's a pretty nice app. From out here, you can click the power button, so you don't have to go all the way in. Once you click that power button, it will default to whatever time you have right here in the middle. So you have 10 minutes. If you click that power button, it's turning it on and it will run for that 10 minutes. So that is also pretty nifty as well. And there you have it. Introduction to the app. We got the lawn mode. We got the sprinkler system set up. Everything is working properly. Went through the app with you guys. Again, if you guys enjoy the content, please leave a like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It does help the channel out. So again, until the next one, I'll see you guys then.